Welcome to live bass guitar practice number 16. We're looking at American Girl by Tom Petty. Sheet music's available at our website, musicbythemeasurespro.com, mbtmpro.com as well. If you subscribe, you get to have a choice of what videos we're doing next, what instrument you want those videos on. Obviously today's a bass video. And then also, if you guys need more tablature, and we offer 10 pieces of sheet music for $9.99 a month. And if you do the math, that's a really good deal. And also, if you look at the quality of our sheet music, it's really good as well. Okay, so American Girl, Tom Petty. So what we're doing in the beginning, and Ron Blair, if he recorded, I don't know, Tom Petty had a desire every once in a while to track the bass parts over again. So if Ron Blair played it live, he played it with a pick. In this beginning, you have this little bit of a hybrid picking thing going on, where we're going 1 E and a 2 E and 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. That's a half note, right? Yeah. Yep, okay. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. Let's hear that with the drum part. It's a half note, but it starts on the end of 2. So 1 E and we're on 17 and 19? Yeah. So 1 E and a 2 and. So 1 E and a 2 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4. Oops, I played that one wrong. So what's tripping me up right now, right, is all these tied notes. What's nice is the bass drum follows this beat as well, or very closely anyway. It's one of those things where it's easier for me to play than it is for me to count, just via the syncopation. 1 E and So let's spend a minute on this though, because it's never going to hurt me to learn this, how to count this correctly. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3. Oops. 1 E and a 2 and. So 1 E and a. Trippy. 1 E and a 2 and 1 E and a 2 and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3. Oh, I always want to put that on the 3. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 and. You can see that I love to put it on the 3. All right, with the track. So a little bit easier if I try not to count it. So then he's playing almost the same idea in this next one, but he's hitting again on 4. So it'd be, and I'll continue to try to count this and get closer to counting it correctly. And by the time I do 3 or 4 of these, we will have the right way to count this. So 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4. It's the only difference. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4. So let's do just that measure. 1 E and a 2 and a 3. So I just can't count it and play it. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4. 1 E and a 2 and 3. Like I said, can't count it and play it. Next measure is almost the same, but at the end of it, so he goes 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4. Let's play that one. Let's play that one going into the next one then too. So let's practice that a little bit. Oh, and then he changed. Sweet, good stuff. Good stuff. That's gonna. I was like, this intro is gonna be kind of easy, but we got just a little bit of rhythmic changes throughout. So So let's do the 2 that we said we were going to do. So it's the measure where my mouse is. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and so just that small little change between those two. I guess I worked 1 extra measure in. Let's do these first 3 measures. So starting here. Listen to it once. 90 might be too fast for me to count all those little changes. Yeah, just that end of 3 is enough to get me. So I'm just going to count through this slow. Again, probably not going to get this the first couple times. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and would be the last one. All right, let's do that again. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So yeah, probably not going to play that with metronome yet or with the drum track yet. Not at 90. Let's try 80. So just those 3. And 3 and 4 and 1. Yeah, so I can play it just getting back into it again. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. 1 E, 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and all right. Let's learn how to count just that measure. And since it's my first day on the song, I'm not going to be too picky. I want to instead like kind of get the 3-4 ideas throughout. Maybe the intro idea and the verse idea in the time that I have. All right, let's learn how to count this. 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 4 and so I did it right once and then I stopped doing it right. 1 E and 2 and 3. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and all right. Don't know if I'll play that with metronome. We'll see. 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, it's funny. It's easier for me to play it with the drums than to think through an actual click, right? Because I'm listening to where the snares are landing and where the kicks are, and I'm making my decision based on that. I think a lot of it is just coming from that 16th note. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's just enough counting to throw me off. So I'm gonna do a couple counts and then I'm gonna do a couple just play and kind of go back and forth between that to get the idea. 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and. So the minute I stopped counting it just totally went away. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3. I kind of like All right, so the last time he does that, he's going 1 E and a 2 and 3 and then he's going. Oh no. Let's do that. And then. So we got 9 to 11. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, yeah, we gotta figure this part out. Those slides are pretty easy. I don't see any issue with that. Here is the interesting part to me. So he's doing this 7 to 9. And actually, so let's see how we got there. We went. And then I'd want to use my right, that little slide. And if I use my third finger, I'm really out of shape or out of place. Might be a little bit out of shape. Just a nice little thing going on there, dude. So we got. And then all of these times he's hitting that, he's letting that string ring out. So. Alright, so I kind of need to put that all together though. So maybe I do need to go from. Let's zoom out a little bit. So I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so maybe I would be coming from my first finger. Now I'm notoriously bad at sliding. It's kind of the truth though. And hitting that next beat. So we're gonna see how this goes for me. Got a little decently slow. So let's just kind of count this out. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and not counting those 12s at all, but the 12s go 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4. And so the rhythm that we had before. Okay, so I know how I need to approach this. Sorry, new song, new process. Had some again technology issues when we got started today, so I was running a little late. I just want to play the. Get that in place. So I understand the 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and again same rhythm as we played in that earlier section. 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and. Easy enough. Now I don't have to think about that though when I slide into it. I'm gonna ignore that slide on 1. We're just gonna go 1, 2. So wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see how I go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Alright, so you see what happened is my slide made me forget how timing works. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So I want to play dun dun dun, which is the full speed of the song, but we're going 1 and 2 and 1, a 2, 1, 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4. It's about our tempo. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 and. Alright, I gotta keep that 9 held out, or that 11 held out. Yeah, so this is gonna trip me up for a sec. Let's just see how I navigate that. to get done here. By not the slide's screwing up my timing, right? Or I'm screwing up my timing, but the slide's not helping me out. So dun 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 dun. To hear how that fits inside that drum beat. And then put that slide back in. It's much easier for me to think about that timing after I've already kind of like lined this up. Let's do a couple more like this. So let's kind of get down at least the rest of this intro done in the time that I have. I got like 20 minutes left. Interesting, right? He's gonna keep that G string ringing out. 1 E and E and. Let's see if I can count that right. Oh, so it's 2 E. Yeah, it's E and. Think of that rest as a rest. I mean, it clearly is, but it's more like he has to move, right? So now that 1/16th note, since there's not a drum beat going right on top of that. It's right before the snare. So we're gonna count through the slow a couple times. 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3, 4. So I'm not hearing that rhythm at all. Let's see if I can figure it out with this. Nice thing is my 1 E and is all the beats that the bass is hitting as well. The bass drum. 1 E and 2. We'll see if I can guess. So far, not so good. 1 E and 2 E and 4 and. Alright, that's completely me just guessing. So I'm going to have to spend some time actually counting that out. That'll be a good one, and I'm not ready to go that fast either. Let's put a little marker there. I don't want to spend too much more time on it right now. But we know we need to work on that. It's a nice combination too. Like oftentimes I feel like with the bass we don't get to do a lot of hybrid picking. So different things like that. And letting that note ring out I think is another thing that makes it nice and fun. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and part of my bad counting on that too though is going from those 16th notes to 8th notes just is enough to throw me off. Making sure that's on. Just seems quiet. Okay. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and E and 3 and. So I bet if I go, oh that hurts my brain. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. That'd be an easier way to count it. We'll do that tomorrow. All right, so then we're playing 5/7, 1 E and 2 and 3. Well, that one does have a rest, right? 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and does he might strum? I don't know. I'd have to listen to it. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, let's spend a minute on the G and A measure, and then we're just going to move on to the intro. When I have more time, I will spend more time on this. 1 E and 2 and I've got to leave this note ringing out. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and as I'm guessing how I'd play that. Could also just strum both those. So we have two options. At some point I'll pull up the the tracks and see if I can hear exactly what he's doing. For now, I'll play a little bit of both of them. 1 E and 2. I gotta get that rest in. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So again, we have that slide on 1, something I'm gonna have to work on. 1 E and 2. So it's 2 and that's tricky. So I can almost play it more than I can count it. Though it's funny, when I saw that rest, both fingers did a rest right away, and that's not how it's played. Right? Alright. I have a lot of work to do on that intro, so bear with me. But we'll jump to the verse. So we get enough time to hit that at least. Alright, so same kind of rhythm idea throughout. But now we're going to more single notes and a little bit of change. So this first one is 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 and just do a couple of those because I need to and maybe you do too. 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 and then up to that E we're gonna go 1 2. So that E is 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's do that again. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and again same issue. I gotta get that rest in there. 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 and okay, and then and 3 and 4 and 3. Then I think, yeah, we're following that rhythm pattern throughout. A lot of nice little like walking at the end of the line there, right? 1 E and 2 and 3. It's really just those 4 measures and then variations of that. So let's see if I can count that at 70. I might screw it up. Let's see, do I have the bass on yet? No, I don't. Okay. I might have to do just metronome so I can really hear that count. So it's a little bit of a cheat, right? Because the bass drum on this part is playing the exact same pattern that I'm playing. 1 E and 2. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and it's a cheat, but I'm not using it. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and I don't know if I can hear that at 70. 1 E and 2 E and 3 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and I think that one's harder for me just because I have to get that 16th note count in the beginning, 1 E. If I don't count 1 E, by the time I hit 2 E and 3, and I can't count that. The rest of these I think are a little bit easier, only for the fact that like there's more beats that are going on. I don't have to think so much. And 4. my mind, this is a really fun bass line. Watching the rest that doesn't belong there, that I put there. Measure. Right, we'll go back to that. 1 E and 2, and I gotta get that rest in there. I could do it without looking at my fingers, but I was not able to. All right, let's try those 4 measures. Now when he comes back, he probably has some variations, right? The D is different. Yeah, they're all different. But gives you a nice little pattern to start with. So, right, struggle bus to get back into 1 and 2. I can't even count that. 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and. The minute I gotta play that 1 and because I hear it as like a quarter note, so it's like 1, right? And by the time I've held too long, then the next beat's already there. 1 and 2, 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and on the rest of them, it's a little bit easier for me to just hear. Is always like accented and rushed a little bit. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and so that's is really what I need to do. I won't say I'm being lazy today, but I'm just not that motivated. So it's probably saying I'm being lazy. And I know I don't have enough time today to just be like sitting on this for an hour. So this is the practice that I get today, and that's fine. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 3 and 4 and. All right, let's do a couple more. back and forth, sometimes terrible, sometimes not as terrible. All right, so that's what I have time for today, guys. Again, check us out at musicbythemeasurespro.com. We appreciate your support and hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and let me know what song you guys want to learn next.